To the story now, Home Affairs Minister Leon Schreiber is set to meet his Lesotho counterpart, Lebona Lephema. It comes as the Border Management Authority told Parliament that it prevented nearly 60,000 illegal migrants, many of whom being Basotho nationals, from entering South Africa between the period December and January this year. Newsroom Africa's Junior Kumalo has this report.
The South African Border Management Authority has hailed the deployment of drones in fighting border crime. This new innovation over the December 2024 and January 2025 period led to the interception and prevented over 58,000 undocumented immigrants from entering the country.
We were able to detect over 58,000 illegal migrants. When you compare to the previous festive season, it was 27,000. So, which means we apprehended or detected quite a high number of illegal migrants.
A majority of these were undocumented individuals.
Over 50,000 were undocumented migrants. In other words, migrants that did not have any form of identification when we detected them. The second one is undesirables. The undesirable persons are the persons that were found to have overstayed in the country. In other words, they came in legally. We put them through the processes, but they didn't return to their respective countries when it was time to return. And then the last category of almost 2,000 is inadmissible persons. These are people who do not have the necessary entry or exit requirements that approach or came to our ports of entries.
At least 38,000 of the over 58,000 illegal immigrants are Basotho. As such, the South African Home Affairs Minister says he's requesting a meeting with his Lesotho counterpart to address this potential crisis.
Let me just briefly touch on Lesotho, just because it was raised. I'm going to visit there soon with the Commissioner and the team. I think there's a specific focus that's required on that area. Various members have raised it. So going to take a look, but also looking at the realities there that the Honourable Member raises about Lesotho being surrounded by South Africa. I think that's important and is one of the relevant factors. But I must also say, Chair, that we also cannot put South Africa's interests on the back burner here.
The BMA has identified a few challenges as leading to the flow of illegal immigrants and illicit goods into South Africa.
We've got infrastructure challenges at quite a number of ports of entries that we need to take care of. We need to enhance and improve on the utilization of technology and artificial intelligence, and we do not have the footprints of border law enforcement in all our ports of entry.
Beyond illegal immigration, the BMA says South Africa faces a crisis in the sense that not all travelers into the country are screened for infectious diseases in accordance with international health standards.
Whatever money that we are going to get as new money, we had already mapped out that 40% of that money will be used for bringing in critical human resources in the space. And those critical human resources are already well mapped out. Our port health specialist, honorable members, are very much short as we speak. Out of the 71 ports, we only have port health presence only at 37 ports. Automatically, that is a very serious issue, even from international protocols. As you will be aware, we are expected to be screening every traveler entering the Republic for infectious as well as communicable diseases. As we speak now, there are a lot of people that are moving in other ports, especially those that are not commercial, which are not being assessed.
The BMA says it has requested at least 4.3 billion rand from the National Treasury as the Minister of Finance is set to table the budget speech on Wednesday. The entity is well aware that its desires might not be met given the fiscal constraints facing the country. For Newsroom Africa on Channel 405.